Muslim majority country. All of them. Because even like if one of them doesn't join, it's not a caliphate anymore. Caliphate by definition is one. The caliph means one person who leads every single Muslim majority nation. So all of them. And it's not gonna be like forced. All the Muslim countries are gonna wanna, especially after they see what the West did to the Muslim nations and what India does to Muslims in Asia, they're gonna say, let's join, please include us. And the last caliph, which is the Mahdi, on his time, 4 things are gonna be, inshallah, achieved. The first one is Armageddon, the biggest battle between Muslims and the Romans. That's gonna be, inshallah, under his leadership. And the second thing is the second liberation of Turkey, Istanbul, Constantinople. Well, because during that big battle, I think some of the disbelievers are gonna, find an opportunity to reclaim Turkey. But Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said Muslims from the descendants of Isaac are gonna liberate it. So I think the Mahdi, the leader, is gonna be busy with his Armageddon war. He's gonna send to the Muslim Europeans, think Albany and like the Muslim European countries, he's gonna send to them to go and liberate Turkey. And Turkey is gonna be only occupied briefly, and it's gonna be liberated by chanting Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. There's no war. It's gonna be they're gonna just run away from the Muslims. So that's the second thing that he's gonna do. The third thing I think is gonna be, what is he gonna do third? Oh, he's gonna make the Muslim caliphate, instead of just in the Muslim nations, gonna be global. All the countries, because you can imagine. Do you see how many people becoming Muslims because of Palestine, me included, during the weakness of Islam? So think those days, after 6 different caliphs who are spreading fairness into the world, and all of the world is watching what's happening, they're gonna want to join. Like a lot of people in the West and the East are gonna want to become Muslims. So during his time, all of Earth is gonna be Muslim nations, all of Earth. And the fourth thing is he's gonna start the war against, or not start the war, resist or lead the resisting army against the Antichrist till the real Christ shows up. Those are the 4 things that he's gonna do. And Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said when his daughter Fatima Zahra, she once saw him pale, and so she cried. He asked her, "Why are you crying?" She said, "I saw that you're tired, like you're pale." He wanted to comfort her, and he said, "Did you know that your father has witnessed, like Angel Gabriel showed him the whole globe and told him that your ummah is gonna spread and be like all of Earth is gonna be Muslim. Your message is gonna spread to the whole of Earth, to the point where there's not gonna be even one house that doesn't have prayer in it. Everyone's gonna be Muslim at that point. That's during the end of time. Then Jesus will come back, inshallah, but he's gonna come back not as a king, as a prophet. The leadership of the caliphate is gonna still be with the Mahdi. And then the Mahdi is gonna live 7 years after Antichrist, and then he's gonna die. While Jesus, there's a hadith that says that he's gonna live 40 years and then gonna die. And once Jesus dies, caliphate will end, and Allah will send a gentle wind that's gonna take the souls of all the believers. And the only people living on earth afterwards are going to be the worst of mankind. And these are the ones that are going to witness the events of the end of time, doomsday. They're going to witness doomsday. So that's what I studied about the events of the end of time. I think Turkey's not going to join the caliphate because they're too secular. We're not talking about these days. We're talking about the future. By then, I don't think they're not going to want to relive their greatest victories. Because if you look at Turkey's history, what's the one thing they're most proudest of? What's their accomplishment as Turkey? The Ottoman Empire. Are you telling me they don't want to relive that glory? Of course they do. But the fact that it's going to need re-Islamization, it's not, or re-conquering, it's not because the people are not going to be Muslims. The people are, of course, going to be Muslims. They're going to see the liberation of Palestine. They're going to see the caliphate returning. Of course, they're happy to be Muslims. If anything, they're not going to be secular anymore. But what the hadith says, that it's going to be attacked and besieged by non-Muslims. So it needs liberation. And once the Muslims of Europe are sent by the Mahdi to liberate Turkey, the enemy is going to hear them saying, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, they're going to run away. They know they can't stand against the world's strongest world power, because that's what it is at the time. It's going to be the dominating world power. And the West knows it. They believe these prophecies and, like, at least their higher-ups. And they do everything they can to keep the Muslim nation from bursting into a revolution. The whole nation revolting at the same time against their leaders. Because they know once that happens, there's no turning back. Any other questions? Where am I from?